shops, restaurants, cafes, like a social heart of Doha. And on your right side you can still see the dhow boats, which are mostly being used for the tourism, for tourists. So if you come in the evening you can explore skyline from the dhow cruise. It's a beautiful experience. On your left side you will see Amiri Diwan. This is the beautiful huge palace of Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. So this is his seat and the office of our ruler of the state of Qatar. So it's been built since 1922. So it's been 101 years since they built this beautiful building, this palace. And now you can see the skyline on your right hand side in the full beauty. You can also see the Corniche. So Corniche is the waterfront promenade. It's 7 kilometers long along the bay, along the beach, basically along the bay towards the West Bay, towards the diplomatic area. So this is a very popular place for people to jog, to do running, jogging, just walking, enjoying the weather whenever it's nice weather. Not this time, because today is weekend. That's why you don't see a lot of people. Because in Qatar, weekends are Fridays and Saturdays, so it's according to the Islamic pattern. So Friday is the prayer day, and today is the last day of the weekend, and the working week starts from Sunday up to Thursday. So tomorrow people will be going back to work. Usually 5 days working day, 5 working days and 2 days weekend. And the skyline is a very modern, very beautiful part of Doha. It's also very young, because the age of the entire district of skyline is roughly 43 years since it was built. So everything was built up after they discovered the oil and gas, and they started to invest the oil and gas revenues. So the very first building which you can find in the district of skyline is the pyramid-shaped structure of building, which is Hotel Sheraton on your right hand side. Sheraton Grand. It was built in 1981, and 1 year later it was opened, 1982, and then the rest of the buildings came up after they finished Sheraton. So if you would see the old pictures of this district, you would be only able to see the structure of the pyramid-shaped building of Sheraton, and apart from this there was nothing. So basically everything was built up from scratch, from the sand and from the sea. So this is a branch of a palm tree, because as you noticed, easily nearby the Museum of Islamic Art, you have seen the palm trees. So this is the main vegetation you're gonna find in Qatar. So we have dates coming from the palm trees. That's why the design of the lamps is like a shape like a branch of palm tree. Now you can see the sculpture of dugong on your left hand side. This is the sea cow. Actually, Qatar has the second biggest population of dugongs after Australia. In Australia you can find the biggest population of those beautiful sea mammals. They are eating the sea grass, that's why they are called sea cows. And if you would travel to northeastern coast of Qatar, you could have seen up to 500 of those beautiful animals over there. And now we are almost reaching at the skyline, so you will see some buildings of Qatar Energy on your left hand side. You can also notice a lot of headquarters of oil and gas companies which are located in this district, but the production itself is not being done in Doha. It's done either in the southern part of the state or in the northwestern coast as well, because this is also in northwestern coast. We have the city of Dukhan, where the oil was discovered in 1939. So it's been like long time since they discovered the oil, but actually every day they are producing more than 600,000 of barrels of oil. So it's a massive, huge production. And as I mentioned, Doha Tower or Burj Doha. Now on your left hand side you can notice mashrab, different layers of steel are on the top of each other. This is commercial building, 238 meters of height. And now you will see Hotel Sheraton Grand on your right side with the park of Hotel Sheraton. So Sheraton Hotel has 371 rooms, 26 conference halls and 9 restaurants. It's very popular and very first 5-star resort to be opened in Doha in 1982. So whenever we have some conferences, some events, mostly they are happening in Sheraton Grand Hotel. Now you will see also some other hotels, City Center Rotana on your left hand side in the entire state, because parks are quite popular places where people are doing workouts, or they are just walking, or just relaxing after work during the weekends, in the evening especially, because Qatar is a desert country, so we don't have a lot of greenery which can be explored here. That's why people prefer to visit the parks where they can feel come by public bus, by Uber, by taxi, so it's very easily accessible. Now you can see JW Marriott Hotel on the left. On the right hand side, Qatar Stock Exchange, Ministry of Municipality, Ministry of Labor. On your left hand side, coming up will be the city center shopping mall. So it's a big popular mall full of many shops, restaurants, cafes, there is cinema, supermarket as well. Now you will see Ministry of Transport coming up on your right hand side, Dusit Doha Hotel on your right side. So just a few steps from the city center shopping mall. On your left side you can see some couple of banks, commercial bank, HSBC, we have couple of cafes, restaurants also on the left hand side. Qatar is also one of the safest countries in the world, along with the United Arab Emirates, so the crime rate is very low. You don't have to worry about your safety because you are absolutely safe in this country. At any time, at any place, we don't have any places which would be restricted coming at the certain timings as it is in Saudi, which is mainly hosting the concerts. Recently we had a concert of John Legend, All of Me, he was singing in Roman Greek Amphitheatre. We have Qatar Hills, beautiful park, which is now on your left hand side, a place of many plants and trees. All of them were imported, probably, so you will not find a lot of local trees here because everything was brought from other countries, so we can say that Qatar is connecting the cultures and many nations together. Galeries Lafayette also in Paris, in the capital city of France. And you can notice the Blue Mosque, which is very beautiful Qatar Mosque or Blue Mosque. This is very traditional Ottoman or Turkish style of architecture. It was designed by Zeynep Fadil Oglu, the Turkish female architect. So we will take our second stop here, let's say 20-25 minutes. We will just walk in.